Hi, thank you all for joining us. I am Dustin Plunkett with the Special Olympics World Games Los Angeles 2015, and today I'm chatting with Bella Smith and Monayzia Taylor from the Special Olympics National Youth Activation Committee. If at any point you have any questions you'd like to ask Bella or Monayzia, feel free to add them in the Google Plus Hangout on our comment box, or tweet them to us at Los Angeles 2015. We'll get to as many as we can at the end of our conversation. I like to start by getting to know your backgrounds. Can you each, Bella and Monayzia, can you each tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got involved in Special Olympics?
Well, when I first moved to North Carolina, I went to my very first spring games at my high school, and I just really enjoyed seeing different ways of how they reacted with each other, and I wanted to do more. And that's when I got involved. Just got involved. I started on my state, and now I am with my national.
Really cool. And Bella, what about you?
I'm from Lincoln, North Carolina. I'm a senior at Lincoln High School. I'm 17 years old. I'm also on my state youth activation committee and also on my national youth activation committee. I've been involved with Special Olympics through my brother since I was 4 years old, and I've been participating in Special Olympics for 11 years. I got involved with Special Olympics through the Global Messenger program 3 years ago, and then outside of Special Olympics, I am highly involved with my church, the choir, and cheerleading at school.
Wow. At some point, your stories crossed and your friendship was born. How did the two of you meet?
It's very funny because both of us are from the same county, and we had to go to our very first youth activation committee retreat. And we got to know each other on a 4-hour car ride to our first event, and I really enjoyed it. It's very eye-opening, and I wouldn't trade it since. So.
Okay. Bella and Monayzia, this will be for both of you, but Bella, I would like you to go first. What is your favorite part about your relationship with Monayzia?
My favorite part about our relationship is joining the National Yak together. We may not always see eye to eye, but at the end of the day, we put it all aside and we do the job that needs to be done to get people involved.
Very cool. And Monayzia?
I would have to agree with Bella. We do not see eye to eye, but I want to say at the end of the day, at the end of an event, anything, we just always seem to laugh before we go our separate ways. And I think that's my favorite thing is knowing that we both can enjoy what we do.
Very cool. Both of you mentioned this, that both of you are involved in the National Youth Activation Committee and Project Unified. Can you explain what these programs are all about and for those who are unfamiliar with them?
I want to say it's all about inclusion. It's about having the greatest impact in including youth around the world to make them feel involved with intellectual disabilities.
Okay. And then why did you both decide to get involved with these programs? Just in case you guys didn't hear me, but Bella, why did you, or why did both of you decide to get involved in these programs?
Um, Well, I think that I decided to get involved with the programs because I wanted to make a difference in my community, and not only my community, but the world around me, because I feel that as being a Special Olympics athlete, we don't always get included in the different activities that go on throughout the world, and I felt like if I was a part of something that was about involving people with intellectual disabilities, that I could help change the world and how people see people with disabilities.
Okay.
For me, I would say that I enjoy making a change. I mean, I knew that I was a leader, but working with Bella and working, on the National Youth Activation Committee, I realized how much I really enjoy working with others who have the same mindset and the same goals as I do. So I really do like making a change in my community.
Very cool. Central to the mission of these projects is the idea of living unified and a unified generation. Can you explain from both of your perspective why is living unified so important?
Well, for me, Ms. Shriver once said that she believed that if people with intellectual disability were given the same opportunity and experience as everyone else, they could accomplish far more than anyone thought possible. And that quote really sticks to me, and is mainly the main reason why I do what I do when it comes to Special Olympics.
And for me, living unified is important because some people label those with intellectual before getting to them or giving them a chance to prove can see that and we are still just people. Regardless of how we look on the inside or even sound, it shouldn't affect people's decision to know us on the inside. We're just like everyone else, and we want to be treated just like we would if we were quote unquote normal, meaning that all the different like things that come with us, crutches, wheelchairs, speech impediments, and stuff like that. Or and then when we live unified, the first thing that comes out of people's minds wouldn't be, oh, they can't do anything, they won't be anything because of our physical appearances or mental abilities.
Very cool. What has being involved in these programs taught you both about acceptance and inclusion?
Um, I would like I think it's really important. Based off what Bella just said, looking at them, you can tell by their appearance. Most people are quick to judge, and I think it's highly important to show that give them the same opportunity, you give them the same experience as everyone else. They can do almost anything, and they can really blow your mind. Just a smile, a accomplish, a high five, and I think that is very, very important.
All right, now we're going to continue the conversation by going to our audience to get questions that some of you may have for Bella and Monayzia. To ask your questions, all you have to do is post it in the comments section below of this Google Plus Hangout or tweet us at Los Angeles 2015. But the first question is, what has your relationship taught you both?
My relationship with Bella, I thought that being a leader was an independent thing, that I can do everything by myself. But actually working with Bella showed me and opened my eyes that working with her is much better than trying to do it on my own, and I really do thank her for that.
Okay. Sorry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties right now. Hopefully our other guest will be back with us shortly. But Monayzia, how has Special Olympics impacted your life?
These are great questions, and that question did not hit me until I actually entered college. I realized that with a lot of stress going on and with everything going on, just knowing that I have an upcoming event that I get to volunteer in and being around such a great environment really does make my day. Just working with them, being around them, seeing their smile. And I want to say, when they say thank you, that really impacts me a lot, knowing that they actually do appreciate what I'm doing for them, and I continue to do it. That's the reason why I do it.
Welcome back, Bella. The question that I just asked Monayzia is, how has Special Olympics impacted your life?
Hello?
Yeah, Bella, how has Special Olympics impacted your life?
I'm sorry, I got disconnected. I couldn't hear. Um, it has really impacted my life by showing me that I am just like everyone else, and I can be the best that I can be and do whatever else others labeled me that I couldn't do. So this gives me a chance to prove that I can be somebody and I can do what others told me I never could do.
Okay. Our next question comes from SO Project Unified. What is the one thing you have learned about yourself from your friendship with each other?
I have learned that working with Bella is a blessing. It might not come easy and it might not go as each one of us planned, but if we both sit down and actually take the opportunity and realize the purpose of our mission, that is much greater than anything that we can both accomplish ourselves. So I really do thank Bella for this amazing friendship and amazing opportunity, and I do look forward to working with her for a very long time and out special.
And as for me, it wasn't always easy to kind of come into this whole particular thing. I couldn't like do it all by myself, that I actually had to depend on Monayzia and others to kind of help me. I realized that it goes by quicker and you can get the job done even better when you have help kind of doing it all yourself and worrying about if it falls apart.
Really cool. What advice do you have for people who are looking for ways to live unified?
My advice was simply just go out there. You will never know until you try if this is what you want to do. And I mean, who doesn't love Special Olympics? So just start with a simple volunteer. If it's an event at your school, if you have a buddy club, anything, just start very small. And you will see just one thing will make you want to get involved and make an impact in your community.
As far as me, I would say the same thing as Monayzia said, kind of like starting off small in your community, and that way you can build up to be able to go out to the different areas in there and showing them how you can live unified, kind of being that role model as we often try to be, and I think that we do a pretty good job so far. And as far as that, you have to start off small. You can't like just jump into it real big, because sometimes, like I said, things don't always work out as you plan. But you have to know where your limits are. So when you start off smaller and build bigger, your outcome becomes bigger.
Very cool. And before we come to a close, I have a very important question that we ask every new employee here at the World Games. What is your favorite ice cream?
I would say I love vanilla.
I love cookies and cream.
Very cool. We got a lot of stuff. I love that stuff too. Thank you to everyone who had joined us today, and thank you so much to Bella and Monayzia for spending time with us today and for all their hard work in spreading the word about the unified generation. If you'd like more information about the World Games, Project Unified, Youth Activation Committee, we'll leave you links in the show notes. Continue the unified conversation at our next Google Plus Hangout on air as we interview co-chairs of the Global Youth Summit, Brina and Sashi from Special Olympics Philippines. Make sure you're fans on Google Plus to get the details. And thank you so much again, Monayzia and Bella, and you guys have a great day.
Thank you.